If you're over 40 and doing everything right, but the weight still won't come off, your hormones could be working against you. Today, we're diving into the truth behind hormone balance and why it's the key to unlocking stubborn weight loss, especially in midlife. By the way, I'm Dr. Tabatha, your Christian physician. I am board certified in obstetrics, gynecology, menopause, functional medicine, all the things. I've got you covered, and I'm here to bring you the truth about everything I learned that was wrong in the conventional medical system and everything that's right in root cause medicine and resolution. So let's get into it. What happens to a woman's hormones after 40, and why does it affect our weight? Are you as frustrated as I am? As soon as I hit 40, the weight was stuck. Like, it was stubborn. It didn't want to leave. I had to shift everything I was doing. And I noticed in my patients that they had to change up what they were doing. So I have spent the last 5 years studying weight loss resistance in women over 40 and how our hormones impact that. So here's the deal. There's a few things going on. And number one, this might sound like a broken record, but your stress is affecting your weight. You may have heard that even from your conventional doctor, and it left you feeling frustrated because my guess is they said, oh, you're just too stressed, you need to lose weight. That's not really helpful information, right? So let's get into the nitty-gritty a little bit more. So when we are feeling stressed, and it could be good stressors, bad stressors, internal stressors, or external stressors. Good stressors are, I'm planning my son's wedding, or I got a promotion at work and now I have all these obligations and people that I need to manage. Bad stressors are a strained relationship. You're on the verge of divorce. And then there's internal stressors. Those are things happening in your body that you're not even aware of. Stuff like gut infections. I see this all the time in my virtual medical practice. Women have parasite infections or yeast infections in their gut that they don't realize, and that internal stress is driving excess cortisol production, which causes chronic leaky gut and keeps that gut infection going and worsening. An internal stressor that you don't even realize is happening. Other ones like that are vitamin and mineral deficiencies. So many women are deficient in B vitamins, and that internal stress is driving excess cortisol production and also preventing you from metabolizing your estrogen. We actually need B vitamins to methylate our estrogen. That means that's how our liver puts the garbage tag on our estrogen when we're done using it to send it to the urine and stool for removal from our body. So if we have a B vitamin deficiency or a magnesium deficiency, we can't even do that process very well. So that's a double whammy of excess cortisol from that internal stress, and now you're reabsorbing your estrogen and not getting rid of it appropriately, and that can drive estrogen dominance. Having a hormone imbalance is the second one. When you have too much estrogen and not enough progesterone. There's a few reasons for this. Like I said, if you don't metabolize your estrogen and it stays in your body too long, that can create too much estrogen. But not having enough progesterone production can also make you feel like you have too much estrogen because you're out of balance. And the biggest reason for low progesterone? Stress. We actually steal progesterone to make cortisol. I know it sounds crazy, but that is what's happening in your 40s. Every time you make cortisol to go and do a hardcore HIIT workout or Orange Theory workout at 5 p.m. after work, you're pumping out all that excess cortisol. You're robbing your progesterone to do that job. And that is causing estrogen imbalance or high estrogen dominance. Our ovaries aren't making as much progesterone in our 40s because we're not always ovulating. We're running out of eggs to ovulate. And so this is just a natural progression that happens during the perimenopausal transition. So these things are all contributing to weight gain. And why is that? Because cortisol is a fat storing hormone. When you make too much cortisol, you start to gain weight around the middle. Excess estrogen actually causes a lot of weight gain around the hips and the thighs and the arms. Sometimes it matters where you're distributing your weight. And if you have excess weight just all over your body, body, that could be a thyroid issue. A lot of times thyroid is listening to your sex hormones and your stress hormone and responding. So they're all trying to stay in balance together. So it's really important that you get these levels checked, and more importantly, interpreted by someone who specializes in hormones. If you're asking your typical OBGYN to interpret your hormone results or your thyroid labs, you're going to be told you're fine. Worse, they're going to tell you we can't measure those. It's not worth measuring. That's an excuse. That just means they haven't been trained in it. So find someone who is trained in hormones and you will get that weight off. I promise you. So every day in my Fast Faith sisterhood, I hear stories of women telling me about how they have reversed their insulin resistance, their diabetes, because they got on hormone replacement therapy. It's pretty incredible how our body is just this symphony that is trying to all work together. Our hormones want to be in harmony, but we have to know what's going on with them. And when you go into the menopausal transition, your sex hormones start to decline. That naturally causes some insulin resistance and inflammation in your body. Your immune system starts to get hyperactive and overactive. And these changes affect your blood sugar regulation. We also start to lose some muscle mass during this time of estrogen loss. And then we don't have enough muscle to regulate our blood sugar either. When women consider going on bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, it's not just for symptom relief. There's another reason to use hormones. The other reason is actually to improve your overall health. It's to reverse the disease processes that are starting to set in, that insulin resistance, that prediabetes, that heart disease, that bone thinning, brain loss, memory issues. That is all happening because of loss of estrogen. And so when women go on hormone replacement therapy, those conditions start to slowly reverse. And I see it every single day in my Fast to Faith sisterhood. It's so incredible hearing the testimonials of women saying, oh my gosh, I've been on hormones for 3 months. My insulin level has improved. My cholesterol levels have improved. My blood pressure has come down. My brain is working. I can remember words again and finish sentences again. So good. It's really important that you see a provider that understands all of this, because if you're not dealing with all the moving pieces and really trying to get back into harmony, you're going to stay stuck. Still wondering if fasting can help with hormone balance too? Watch my next video, Why Intermittent Fasting Works for Women Over 40. Click here and keep building your breakthrough.